Bernstein Unfiltered. Unfiltered on 312 Sports.
Bernstein Unfiltered. Why are you already laughing at me?
Because this has there's potential here today.
I agree.
Okay, all right. As long as we're on the same page.
I had the same exact feeling when you said, "Are you ready?"
Yeah.
And then I looked and I had nothing in front of me.
Yeah.
Like, yes, of course I'm ready. I couldn't be more ready. And there's a lot we're going to get to today on DBU. The Bears have a little bit of a crisis, and it's nice. It's nice to be 5-3 and have something that you think it actually has material football consequences. And it isn't just about fire a coach or getting ready for the draft. There is something that happened, and it is absolutely reasonable to say, how does this affect the Bears right now?
And then in Forward Progress, we can debate the nature of this crisis. If the
lot of football stuff.
We'll get into it.
A lot of football stuff we're going to get to in Forward Progress.
If you really feel it's a crisis.
What you need to do is make a habit of listening to all the shows that we do here on 312 Sports. That should be your routine, because really an hour of this just isn't enough for anyone. And that's why we do Forward Progress. And today, a very special episode of Organizations Win Championships is coming your way, because it's going to be the double Jason formation.
The double Jason formation, one of my favorite formations.
It is.
Of all the formations that are out there, the double Jason.
We are going with duo. We're going to run the duo double team of Jasoning today.
Just not okay, double do. Oh, yeah, I like it. Let's go with it.
See, I was making a football reference.
Yeah.
It's basketball, so I should say double teaming, perhaps. Yeah. We're blitzing the screen roll. We're double teaming.
You can do duo as long as you don't do Luol.
No, because why do you hate him? I don't know. Because I don't. So Dayo Odeyingbo tore his Achilles. He's out. And take out of it, for the moment, his overall level of pass rush effectiveness and whether or not it was a good move to spend the money, that it's not addition by subtraction, even though he hasn't been showing up in the pass rush. He's got, I think, 1 sack and 4 pressures.
Correct.
Is that right?
21 tackles.
So they're going to need somebody who is equally as stout against the run to be they don't really have an every down end, because Dominique Robinson is out. You already had Shamar Turner down, which means you couldn't use Jervon Dexter in any outside capacity. You might be moving people or promoting somebody from the practice squad. Austin Booker is back, but he's not particularly stout against the run. Like that's a pass rusher. And you need an edge setter. So trade deadline's 3:00. And we'll go through the names. There's one I like because of the price more than another that we'll get to. Or let's get to it. I think of the names that I've seen, and obviously feel free to disagree, but Kayvon Thibodeau is probably, when you're looking at his age, his ability, his reputation in the locker room, et cetera, nice guy, smart guy, professional. And the reason why the Giants would move him is they had in Abdul Carter, they've got a replacement there. And as far as the contract clock goes, it would be a not unreasonable move for them. I just want to know the price. I want to know what you're giving up for it. Because as I mentioned, we were talking to Luke Canellis about it. I said, I don't really want them active at all. And now this changes the calculus when you lose a starting defensive end and they've been so beset by injury at the position.
Yeah, and already some moves already made in the league. The Ravens acquired Draymond Jones from Tennessee. Jalen Phillips acquired by the Eagles from Miami. Talking about a couple of edge rushers. What are the 3rd-round pick in exchange for Phillips, and then it was
Cowboys,
a 5th-round pick for Draymond Jones. The Cowboys acquired Logan Wilson from Cincinnati. Got a couple years left on his current contract with the Bengals. He was his playing time has changed, and he was asking for a trade, and he got that trade he wanted. It was interesting to see Jerry Jones last week talking about how he wants to get an edge rusher by the trade deadline, and I wanted to call Jerry and say, "Hey, Jerry, you had one.
You had a pretty good one there."
Probably would have been a good idea to work that out instead. But yeah, so they're still looking for an edge rusher. It seems to be one of the hot commodities in this trade deadline rush.
Is Max Crosby available or not? And would you trade 2 first-round draft picks at a minimum for Max Crosby?
If I felt like this team would compete for a Super Bowl this year, I would make that move.
What about next year?
I don't know, Dan. I have a hard time giving up first-round picks.
I do too.
Here's the issue with my general manager. I'm not going to say that all his picks are bad.
And the sky is gray.
Because they're not. But where he's deficient as a general manager is in utilizing the picks in the right way and addressing team needs, which to me is a bigger issue than the guys he picks.
Especially
as
now,
far as their ability and a talent, regardless of their position. But when you see a need and you're not filling it through the draft and you're ignoring it like last year, not at all addressing the offensive line through the draft is a huge indictment against Ryan Poles.
Not to mention the influence of your new coach is changing the way this is going to be, and I think we saw that clearly this year. It's not just Ryan Poles that you brought Ben Johnson in here and paid him a lot of money to have more of an influence in some of these decisions.
Yeah, and Ben Johnson is always talking with Ryan Poles about that, and they're having those discussions about giving up draft picks and your future and how that impacts the roster to bring a guy in immediately. I don't think they're going to make a move. I also don't think they need to make a drastic move because Odeyingbo's out. I really don't.
Okay. I'm not saying drastic, and, well, I did say drastic if I'm talking about Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Yes, I did, so I can't walk away from that one. I want to mention the other things we're going to talk about also on this show, that Shōta Imanaga is going to be a free agent, that the Cubs decided not to invoke their option, which was a lot more than a single option year. It's complicated, and we'll talk about the mutual declination of options. And I also want to do a reset on the college football job opening list, not just because of what it's doing at the top, but the way it's affecting multiple tiers below. This is reverberating, shaking college football right now, especially this time of year, because there's so few agents that represent so many coaches. The string pullers have a lot of strings to pull, and it's affecting everybody right now. It is throwing even more chaos into a world that is increasingly chaotic with every day because of the rapid evolution of the very nature of the sport itself.
Yeah, the ripple effect is reaching even down into Division III. I'm getting phone calls based on my 25-14 record as a youth football coach. So people are calling me.
You joke about it, but that is sort of.
I'm not joking.
That is where I'm going to go when we talk about it. And lastly, on this show, I've got a new game.
All right.
It's not. It's not quite. Is this Smoltz?
Okay.
And I don't know that you got to do music for it, but we're going to play Good Dick, Bad Dick.
Okay. All right. Good. I'm going to jot this down here. Good dick, bad dick.
Yep.
Okay. Good dick, bad dick.
Yep,
Okay.
we're going to play Good Dick, Bad Dick.
So America's new favorite game show,
I
Good
can't
Dick,
say
Bad
that
Dick.
yet. I can't say it's their new favorite. We haven't done it yet.
I just polled America, and America's stupid.
You did?
Yes, and we found
that
America's favorite new game
the
show.
poll and you found America's stupid?
Their favorite game
Nicely
show
done.
is now Good Dick, Bad Dick.
Okay, because we're gonna play the inaugural edition of Good Dick, Bad Dick at the end of the show.
Well, now we need music for that.
No, not necessarily.
We do.
Kaz is busy.
I got it right here, man.
Okay.
I have all the music at my fingertips.
Yeah, I know, because I come in here in the morning, you're usually rocking out to something.
Well, all right, so you asked me what I was looking for.
Yes.
And so I'll tell you now because it's done. It's a done deal, and we're moving forward. We have a new addition to the 312 Sports family.
We do?
Yeah, there's a new podcast that will launch this month.
Really?
Yep.
I had heard rumors about such things.
Yes. I'll be hosting, and it's called From the 50, and it'll be the newest member, podcast only, won't be on YouTube, no video. Podcast only, From the 50, a new production of 312 Sports. And it's going to be a detailed, in-depth, one-on-one interview podcast.
From the 50.
Yep.
So the 50-yard line, or tell us.
I will tell you, I'm going to give you a real brief description of it. It's just about the journey to becoming one's best self.
Okay.
And how that journey changes and looks and progresses as we get older.
Oh, so 50 years old being an important marking point.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep.
I am intrigued. Consider me intrigued.
Thank you, sir.
Do I get to be a guest?
No.
Damn it.
Because we talk every day.
I know. But
Because me and you doing a one-on-one interview, in-depth interview.
I don't know.
Tell me about how you got started in radio.
Well, but you know what, though? You know how, like, the best test of a chef is cooking an egg?
Yes.
Or
making an omelet.
Or a chicken. Like the simplest.
A roast chicken or chicken.
Yes.
Yeah, but an omelet's the ultimate test.
The simplest things can show your skill. I think you interviewing me about where I am in life and turning 50.
Yeah.
Probing questions that I would never see coming.
You never would.
They would rock me to my core.
You would never see the probes coming either.
No, I know. Those are actual probes. Just keep that in mind. What
your egg technique? Do you have an omelet technique that you use, or do you not make omelets?
I make omelets all the time. Okay. Zoe loves omelets.
How did you learn that? Did you learn from someone? Is it just trial and error? Any tips?
My dad made omelets a lot.
Okay.
And he prefers the double fold in.
Yeah, I do too.
See, I prefer the single flop out of the pan. I like to use the pan. I like to make sure it's totally nonstick, and then actually plate it using the edge of the pan to close it.
I learned a technique. I did the masterclass subscription, and I watched Thomas Keller.
Oh, ho, ho.
And
well, sorry.
Dude, the stuff I learned from that whatever hour-long video it was from Thomas Keller for my kitchen, unbelievable.
How to make an omelet.
And one thing that I learned was his omelet technique, what they used, and it was what he's used. So he gets it in a nonstick pan.
Yeah.
Gets it going, gets it to the edges just set.
Right.
Takes it 200-degree oven to finish.
Ooh.
Dude.
That's almost like when I make the tortilla española, the Spanish room temperature potato omelet thingy.
So almost like a frittata.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and so people can visualize that. As you
it's big, though. And you got to do the flip with the giant plate and everything.
No, but his technique, though, it's awesome. And I'm like, if Thomas Keller does this, I certainly can, too.
I think the Omelet Podcast should be its own thing.
Well, hey, Dan, I have something else to tell you. We have an Omelet Podcast starting.
Awesome. It needs a mascot. And
every episode is just us making omelets. So
with celebrities.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I was just going to do me and you. And
celebrity
episode would be
Matt's celebrity omelet. I like it. Yesterday, I had said Marvin Harrison Jr. over 60 yards receiving, and Josh Hart over 3.5 assists. I gave you my logic, and the 60 for Marvin Harrison Jr. cashed in the first quarter.
Yep.
And midway through the second half, Josh Hart got assists 4 and 5.
Yeah, yours were good. My picks were not good. I had the over the game last night, and then the Cowboys -3, and I just it's the blob season of the NFL. You just never know from game to game which team's going to show up in these schedules. It's terrible.
All right, there was some news this morning regarding the Cubs, as all of these opt-ins and opt-outs are from MLB are coming in. Shōta Imanaga of the Cubs is a free agent. The Cubs had an option to extend his contract out to a 5th year and beyond. That triggered his ability to use a player option for $15 million just for next year. He declined that. So it doesn't preclude his return to the Cubs. Now, here's exactly what happened. The Cubs had a team option that they could have exercised that was for 3 years, a 3-year, $57 million deal. So, not terrible for a middle-of-the-rotation starter.
No.
And so that would have him here through 2028. And he's, what, 32 years old?
He's 32.
32. So because the Cubs didn't pick up the 3-year 57, Imanaga said, all right, now that move has been made and the ball's in your court, and you can return for 1 year at $15 million. Now, they could give him the qualifying offer. The qualifying offer is right around $22 million. And then if he says no to that, the Cubs would get a comp pick when he signs somewhere else. Or they could now negotiate something less to allow him to return. But I don't know why you would do that with all of these decisions having been made. You don't do what he's doing unless you think you are going to command considerably more. So he has, look, everyone loves Imanaga. He was great as a rookie.
Yeah.
Fifth in Cy Young Award voting. He was an all-star, and he really struggled in, over his last 14, I want to say 5.42 ERA, 24 home runs, and they couldn't start him in Game 5 against the Brewers. So the handwriting was on the wall there. They couldn't start him in Game 5 against the Brewers.
Yeah, as far as his contract was concerned, that was I was fine with that contract if you're looking at him as being a 4 or 5 guy in your rotation. But he was your 2 guy, and then with injuries, he became your 1 guy, and then Cade Horton said, nope, I'm the best guy in the rotation. It was still a very favorable contract. And luckily, though...
Yeah, I'm confident that we're going to have enough money to field a good team.
So luckily, they're going to have enough money to field a good team.
Thank you for reminding us.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll never forget that because I'm always concerned about the Cubs having enough money to field a good team, and they will. Jed Hoyer told us.
Unbelievable. I still can't believe he was able to say that with a straight face.
You know, when I was looking at the contracts when the Cubs season ended and knowing that this was out there as a possibility, I was leaning towards the fact that the Cubs wouldn't do it. I thought, because it's a very favorable contract for the amount of money that they make, even though they barely make enough money to field a good team. I thought they would keep him. So if you do this, he's not pitching for the Cubs anymore. I just don't see it.
Well, you got Cade Horton's emergence affecting everything at the top of your rotation. Cade Horton is Rookie of the Year voting is done, and the announcement's going to be relatively soon.
Correct.
And if he pitches like he did last year, that's a Cy Young candidate. That's an ace. And Justin Steele is coming back because you forgot about him.
No, didn't forget about him. But yeah, Justin Steele will be coming back. He's arbitration eligible. Then you have Jameson Taillon, who is in the final year of his deal.
And Boyd.
You have Matthew Boyd. Colin Ray is a $6 million club option for 2026. So you have a rotation there. But even with Imanaga, the Cubs need to make a move for something in their rotation, something significant, not a guy. They need something significant because you lost your 1 and 2 in this past season. Your 2 being Shota for a portion of the season, Steele being done obviously for the entire year. You can't go into this hoping that guys can just fill holes and we can bring guys up and do things.
Add him to the team.
Who?
Fill holes.
Oh. Actually, he's a serial killer. His name is Guy Phil Holes.
Okay, add Phil Holes.
Guy Phillip Holes.
Add him.
Serial killer.
Add Phil Holes to our rotation.
So even with Shota, they have to do something significant in free agency with starting pitching. They have to. But I don't know if they will. I don't know if it's the Ryan Poles. I'm not going to address the offensive line in the draft. I'm not going to address starting pitching in the free agency.
Yeah, I'm confident that we're going to have enough money to field a good team.
So hopefully they can get to being a good team, and we'll see where that takes us.
Meanwhile, the White Sox...
Wait, I'm sorry, but does that surprise you at all, though, with the Shota stuff?
I guess I wasn't aware of how big the commitment was from the Cubs, but 3 years...
Not that big.
but it's the time.
Okay, the years, sure.
It's the years. It's not the money. It's the years, and then figuring out what you're going to do with him, because year 1 to year 2, especially toward the end of year 2, the trend line's not great.
Yeah. So again, looking at it a few weeks ago when their season ended, I was leaning towards the Cubs, picking up that option, but could understand if they weren't going to do it.
If you can't start him in a deciding game, and you're going with a bullpen game instead because of how bad he was near the end and in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, and don't forget
your
also
decision's kind of made, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you also have Ben Brown. He'll make $820,000. I don't think so, Dan. I don't think he's a starter.
I still think he's a bullpen arm.
I don't think he's a starter.
He's a two-pitch guy.
Yeah. Unless something happens and develops off this, during this offseason for him.
Let him be a high leverage arm. If you can do what you did with Palencia, where Palencia was basically unplayable for a while, still throwing 100. They changed his arm slot. Get Ben Brown into pitch lab. Look at all the movement, seam shifted wake, everything you have to do to get 2 pitches that are nasty.
Yeah, but I think they're still going to try to work him into the rotation. So you have Ben Brown at $820,000 next year. It's projected. You have Jordan Wicks. You have Kevin Alcantara, Javier Assad. I mean, and those. I mean, you're talking under $1 million for each of those guys.
I'm not worried about the money.
No, I know. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about. But I'm just talking about how they can look at it and say, all right, here's what we have. So what else can we do if we can get these guys in a rotation? Where can we spend that money to field I'm sorry, not a really good team.
Yeah, I'm confident that we're going to have enough money to field a good team.
A good team. I'm sorry.
A good team.
A good team. Yeah. So where can they use that money to field that good team elsewhere if they're not going to use it in the rotation?
Well, I don't think it's going to be Kyle Tucker.
It's not. No, it's not going to be Kyle Tucker. And depending on if he wanted to come here for, I don't even know. But I don't think the Cubs should pay what he's going to get elsewhere. I really don't.
$400 million?
Not interested.
So the White Sox have picked up Luis Roberts' $20 million option. So he's back for his age 28 season. Boy, has he been bad the last couple of years. I mean, really, really, really bad. He's been a 1.4 win player.
What happened?
In 2023, he was a 5.3 B-WAR player. He was an all-star. He got MVP votes.
Is this a byproduct of injury?
Silver Slugger.
Is that all this is?
I don't know.
Okay.
His OPS plus last year was 85. His OPS plus the year before was
85?
Was 86. Yeah, he's underwater.
Wow.
He's bad.
I didn't realize it was that low.
Bad. These slash lines last year, and this is consistent now.
Because again, I know in that stat, if you're not super familiar, 100 is like
league average in that run environment.
Yeah,
I'll give you slash line if you like that better.
Okay.
In 2025, batted 223, on base 297, slugged 364. The year before,
so OPS under 700.
Yeah, 661.
661.
The year before, he batted 224. On base 278, slugged 379, OPS of 657. He's been the same player for the last 210 games. And it's a bad player.
Yeah. That's no bueno.
You want to trade him? You missed the boat.
Because what injuries wasn't he dealing with, like core injuries?
Soft tissue.
Okay.
There's been hamstring. There's been quad. Any number of soft tissue injuries that he's had. But you talk about...
Well, they should fire the hitting coach.
Greg Walker. Not even
fire Greg Walker.
Not even the hitting coach. Whatever Greg Walker is doing,
he's like
fire
he's working at Home Depot right now, living his best life.
Get him out of there. If he's on the golf course right now, wherever, in Dunwoody, Georgia, wherever he is on the 14th hole, walk out there and fire him. Greg, I gotta go.
Is Tony still part of the organization?
As far as we know, yes.
Okay, you did send Tony after him to fire him.
What?
Mr. Magoo. You could write it on a note card and hand it to him. You're fired.
To Jerry.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry. Hey. I can't understand what you're saying, Tony. You handed me the card. I can't read it. I don't know what you're saying.
Like, I would like to see some of those cards. Were they like stick figures, those little drawings and doodlings?
Just like,
What is this?
Tony, what is this?
Why does your Tony sound like Mr. Magoo? Or am I making that up? Okay, all right. So that's deliberate.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's Mr. Magoo voice, right?
I don't know. Jim,
Did you watch Mr. Magoo?
Jim Backus, the voice of Mr.
Is that who
Magoo?
it was?
Yeah, Jim Backus, who played Thurston Howell on Gilligan's Island.
Oh, I didn't
was
know
the
that.
voice of Mr. Magoo.
Wow.
Yeah, and but you talk about a thing you can't show ever again, ever.
The Mr. Magoo show? Oh.
Do you remember his
Well,
faithful assistant?
Some of the other stuff we grew up with too, like Tom and Jerry.
Oh no, but this. Do you remember Mr.
Oh,
Magoo's?
you brought one of those dudes. What was one of the top 10 lists? Remember that? What was that cartoon that you brought in one of our top 10s?
Heckle and Jekyll?
No. In the top 10 list, you had a guy. I can't remember what show it was, but he was like conquering other lands and.
Oh, Commander McBragg?
Yes.
Yeah, Commander McBragg, he's bad. But do you
Commander
look up Mr. Yeah, that didn't play so well. But look up Mr. Magoo's faithful sidekick.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Was it an Indian guy? I don't remember.
Chinese.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, like the time Krusty the Clown was doing the bit, and even the kids were cringing.
Oh, okay.
Real bad.
Oh boy.
Real bad.
All right, I didn't.
You don't even say the name.
I didn't want to say his name. I
Right.
feel bad saying the name.
Yeah, I remember that.
No, I remember the cartoon, but because that was a stay at home sick, cartoon that was on.
They forced it on you.
Yeah. Well, that's what made me sick.
Yeah, those are
Mom, this is very racist.
Those and then all the DeVry commercials during Courtship of Eddie's Father.
Oh my God, Courtship of Eddie's Father.
That was a sick show.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
because then you got
Price is Right, and then you got into the weird time where it was like Card Sharks.
No, but
and then the soaps would start.
Wasn't the Courtship of Eddie's Father? Wasn't that back to back with the Hulk?
Not for me. No, because that's both Bill Bixby. Was there a special Bill Bixby
Hour.
hour?
That's in my house. There was
all Bill Bixby all the time.
He would come over. We'd watch shows together when I was sick.
Come hang out, drink ginger ale.
Sometimes though he'd come in as the Hulk.
Have a little Campbell's chicken soup and some ginger ale, some saltines.
Would you do chicken and stars?
Oh sure.
Yeah, saltines and warm ginger ale.
Oh, you better believe it.
Unless I was at your house, I'm not drinking your mom's ginger ale.
Oh no, she wouldn't give me Verner's. I'd throw up all over the place if she gave me Verner's. That was
disgusting.
That was only for her. That was seriously.
That's the only ding against your mom ever.
Well, the smokes and the Verner's. That's.
I'm not going to criticize her for the smokes. You were her kid.
That was the whole. That's how if you could walk through the cloud of smoke and make your way over to the kitchen table, you could learn how to do a crossword puzzle.
Your mom is like, all right, I'm going to spend the whole day with Daniel. I need a package of smokes. I need a carton of smokes, and I need a big bag of caramels. Eat these. I'll smoke these. Keep your mouth shut.
No. I think she still likes. Do you remember the sesame seed covered? It was almost like a pretzel. It was like a sesame seed cover pretzel log, but it was a cracker. You get them at the Jewels.
Okay.
And the French Quarter dressing. It's before ranch became popular. French Quarter dressing. It was in like a little keg bottle, little plastic.
Why is it called French Quarter?
I don't know. It was essentially ranch dressing before they called it ranch dressing. And it
was called French Quarter, even though there's a French dressing?
It was called French Quarter dressing, and it was ranch.
Okay.
And sitting at the kitchen table, munching on those like little sesame crackers dipped in the ranch dressing while just burning through crossword puzzles and smokes.
And heaters.
Yeah. Yep.
French Quarter, buttermilk, sour cream, mayonnaise, and shallots. Yeah, that's called ranch.
Ranch. Yeah, but they didn't call it ranch. All of a sudden, because of Hidden Valley, ranch, they called it ranch, and then it became ubiquitous, and I don't know how they lost the patent or didn't patent the word ranch, and somehow they screwed that up.
Oh, so it was the Jewel's Chef's Kitchen.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a local Jewel product. And whatever those sesame things were, she loves them.
Huh.
We can't find it. Knowing my mother, she's already written a letter to who owns Jewel now, Albertsons, She's probably waged a letter campaign.
Didn't
Like she did with Shake and Bake when she insisted they changed Shake and Bake, and she went all the way to the top spokesperson at Kraft and eventually and she was holding it. She's like, I was right. She knew they changed the formulation of Shake and Bake, and they confirmed it in a letter, an official Kraft letterhead. They said, yes, we changed Shake and Bake and didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, so Albertsons does own Jules Osco's.
Yes.
And I thought I remember hearing this, that Kroger and Albertsons announced a merger.
It's
but
delayed.
Does not imply ownership transfer between brands. But it's delayed.
It's at least I know it's been held up in the courts. Yeah. So they were already looking at which ones they're going to close for competition reasons or which had to be spun off and sold. But that's not why I called. Can I give you
I'm sorry. That was totally my fault.
No, it's all right. I just want to give the list.
You were driving the car and we're on the highway and there's the turnoff and I just grabbed the wheel and I turned it. And because I'm really intrigued by this French Quarter. I want to know why they just didn't call it ranch.
I don't think they could.
Well, but there was a French dressing. I just don't get like French Quarter. So is it something in in Nolans?
I don't know. It's not that I know of. They just needed a name. Here's the other list of opt-outs, by the way.
Oh, sorry. You still talking baseball?
Alex Bregman has opted out from the Red Sox.
There you go. That's a guy.
Cody Bellinger, Mets closer Edwin Diaz.
Spend your money there.
Pete Alonso said he's going to be opting out, but that's not formal yet. Padres closer Robert Suarez, who led the NL in saves. Michael King, also on the Padres, opted out. Brandon Woodruff opted out. Ha-Sung Kim, Lucas Giolito. The Royals declined their option on Michael Lorenzen. Mariners declined theirs on Mitch Garver. Tyler O'Neill is staying in Baltimore. I thank Craig Calcaterra's cup of coffee for that particular list. And obviously Alex Bregman would be interesting, but I don't know who's doing what with the probability of no baseball after this year. So that's going to change everything. And we're obviously going to have non-collusion going on. That's going to happen.
Non-collusion.
That's what we're going to have.
Yep.
You know what you're going to have? You're going to have Protein Bar.
Yes.
Because you love it, and every time I talk about it, you say great things, as we should, because Protein Bar is awesome. When we went out there, we got to try all kinds of cool stuff, and I will tell you, some of the sweet protein shakes, something like the stuff that you would have in the breakfast. I know you've mentioned the Perk, but my daughter loves their PB&J shake.
Yep.
Which is organic peanut butter, blueberry, strawberry. It's sweetened with organic agave, vanilla whey protein, and almond milk.
It's a fan favorite.
21 grams of protein. And Protein Bar has craveable, satisfying flavors, healthy swaps for all kinds of stuff that you like. And you can eat any meal there. Everything what you want. If you want a more traditional breakfast, get their bacon, egg, and cheese scramble. They got every salad you could possibly imagine for lunch. And then for your Mexicali bowl, steak and sole, which is a Korean-style seared steak with kimchi. It's spicy with what they call their bitchin sauce and Korean dressing. It's got like a gochujang sauce. Outstanding. And right now, it is their fall menu. That means specials like the miso salmon bowl, their smashing pumpkin shake, the blueberry Halloween shake. And we have a special offer for you. With the code DBU50 in the app, it is the app. You can't just walk up and yell a code at somebody. The app, because
I tried that. I went
walking
to the one,
down the street.
Yeah, on
DBU50.
I went to the counter and the
DBU50. Hot! Hot! Hot!
Young lady said, "Can I help you?" And I said, "DBU50."
She said, "What?
What?" Yeah, I said it again. What?
Green 19.
Yeah.
DBU50.
Yeah, you've got to use the app. It's really simple. So listen clearly.
Get the PBK app. Use the code DBU50
on your phone,
and you get 50% off
your
next visit. So do that if you haven't tried Protein Bar yet, or you haven't tried the app yet, and you get a lot of free stuff in the app that just kind of piles up. Not applicable on delivery or catering orders. Not applicable at the PBK airport locations, but everywhere else in the Chicagoland area, including Northbrook and Oak Brook. It's great stuff. They're big fans and good friends. So check out everything and feel better about whatever, a snack, pre-workout, post-workout, your dinner, bring it home, surprise people with all kinds of cool stuff when you get home from work. And that way you can cross off family dinner on your list because you're taking care of it at Protein Bar and Kitchen.
All right, let me give you a question here. True or false?
Yeah.
Did I do this within the last week? Mexicali burrito for breakfast. The PBJ for the way to the train after the shows. And then dinner was a chicken Caesar salad and a cup of the chili.
I'm going to say yes.
You would be
I'm
correct.
going to say it was very specific.
I've told you that you
It was-
you could do breakfast, lunch, dinner there.
Yeah, and you have. It was very specific for you to say no. You know, I could do the chicken Caesar for every meal.
I know.
I really could.
It's so good. It really is. It's one of my. But the new Med Bowl, their Mediterranean Bowl. Oh yeah, dude. It's right up there.
That's
with
with the tahini?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
lemon preserved tahini. So when I'm between the two, it's like it's a toss up now.
Well, I mean,
But get the app. Get the app and save money and get rewards. It's really simple.
can you name all of the college football?
Sneezy, Doc.
Can you name all the college football job openings?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
The major college football job openings.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Auburn.
Yep.
Penn
That's
State.
That's the new one.
The new one.
Hugh Freeze is out, and now he's busy calling
Hiring
his
freeze.
escort services.
We've confirmed it, so it's fine.
I'm sorry. I think it's funny. I think it's funny that on his phone, it was like 22 different
And this
escort
was
services.
a
a university phone.
yeah.
Hey, how's it going? Is
Um,
Mandy working tonight?
All right, so Auburn, Penn State.
Auburn, Penn State.
Who else got fired? Isn't Florida open?
Florida's open.
Where was Trent Dilfer? He got fired.
UAB.
UAB. I was going to say that UAB. Oklahoma.
Oklahoma State.
Arkansas.
I'll give you the others. Arkansas. Colorado State.
Oh, Colorado State.
Oregon State.
Oh, Oregon State.
UCLA.
UCLA.
Virginia Tech.
Oh, that's right, Virginia Tech.
I mean, look
Yeah,
at
those
this.
bastards.
Look at this.
Yeah.
I love the quote from Steve Sarkisian. Everybody wants to fire their coach. Who are you going to hire? There's all these jobs out there right now. Who's everybody going to hire? I don't know. We'll find out. Somebody's got to be the head coach. The amount of 1 week you're a hero, the next week you're a zero mentality and fan bases and people want to have, surely coaches want some security to see what they signed up to go do. They want security, and don't call me Shirley.
Yeah, he was real close. They'd have lost that Vanderbilt game. I wouldn't have been surprised to see him get launched.
He said, we work really hard, and I get it. We all want to win, and we're all busting our tails to try to win, and sometimes things don't go your way, especially in our conference. And meanwhile, how about Dabo Sweeney going completely apeshit on the sidelines in the last game? He was screaming so loud, they said they could hear him unmiked, a cappella, in the press box.
Really?
They could hear him screaming all the way down there in a packed stadium. That's how loud he was yelling at players.
Well, if you could also look at some schools that will be open too eventually. I mean,
Well, this is my point.
UNC is going to be a job.
Not this year, but
You don't think so?
No, I don't think. I think. Well, I mean, something's got to give there, but we'll see. I don't think this year.
Oh, did you say LSU?
I think I did.
Okay.
I? The knock-on effect of this, what's going on, and you can see from my Riptide sweatshirt today, that John Summerall, we know, is going to get one of these jobs. And he knows he's going to get one of these jobs. His players know he's going to get one of these jobs. They absolutely got their ass kicked last week by Texas San Antonio. And they weren't ready to play. They were out-coached. And if you're telling me that doesn't have something to do with it, the fact that everybody involved knows, and there's probably all the kids there taking their phone calls about where they're going to be going next. Are they going to follow him? Are they going to get a bigger payday elsewhere? How many other successful coaches on any lower level are already having the back channel communication with the big cigar smokers, with the boosters, with the florid-faced bourbon drinkers. I know you were kidding about being a youth coach and getting a call somewhere, but it affects everybody. From the lower levels of college to the high school guys taking college jobs, who's going to take the high school jobs? They are going to be calling you. This does, the downstream effects of this, your whole staffs. You're talking massive, major conference staffs. It's not just the head coach.
Yeah.
Hundreds of coaches in this industry.
Well, unless you're, like a Brian Kelly type and you get talked into keeping guys so that the AD can spy on you.
And then everybody's fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a mistake. The Brian Kelly lesson, when the AD says, I'd like you to keep some of my guys around or bring these guys back and put them on your staff.
Leave.
Right. Say no.
Walk out.
And if there's an insistence, do what Ed Orgeron did. $17 million. You tell me what door to walk out, I'll be walking out of it.
Just looking at the college rankings, the Division III. Do you know the number one school in Division III?
The number one
ranked school in Division III football.
Is it Naperville?
Yeah, good. Yeah, the North Central.
North Central.
How'd you know that?
Because they're great. Have you seen their facilities?
I have not.
Have you seen their uniforms and everything? I'm telling you, that's run like a major program. Who's their coach?
His name is Brad Spencer.
Maybe Brad Spencer's going to be one of these guys who gets a job. But yeah, North Central's a powerhouse. They're in there with a lot of these D3. They used to all be these Ohio schools like Baldwin Wallace.
So the only one that I know off the top of my head on a regular basis that's good is that Mountain Union. They're always a ranked school, Division III. They're currently ranked number 2. It's still 8-0 on the season. But yeah, North Central's number 1 with Mountain Union right behind them.
North Central.
North, yeah.
If you're coaching at any level anywhere right now, and so here's the question I have. Who gets a job first? Pat Fitzgerald or Art Briles? One oversaw
Jerry Riles.
One oversaw a widespread hazing sexual assault regime that was taking place on his watch, with players humping each other and scrumping each other and doing all sorts of stuff to each other.
It was a play they had
on his watch. And then the other one in Art Briles was overseeing serial rape. So who gets a job first between those two?
Well, it's unfortunate that either gets a job.
Well, neither one should.
Right.
Of course, neither one should ever work again.
I think, I don't. Somebody. I mean, there's going to be somebody. I'm telling you, I'm getting phone calls.
Is Trace Armstrong your agent?
No, but he's going to be.
Okay, just making sure that they can look at the performance of your team with the weight limits. And say,
I'll be honest with you. If I can get Trace Armstrong locked in, I think he could get me an LSU. I could head coach LSU. I think I'd be a good fit there.
You think so?
Oh, my God.
Would you bring in Ed Orgeron as your special assistant?
I'd bring in an alligator.
An actual, yeah, okay.
Yes.
Well, I mean, most people would be able to tell the difference. What do you think, Snappy?
No, that's my turtle.
Got it. Oh,
he runs the offense.
Snappy's the turtle. Sorry. No, wait. I had the alligator and the turtle sitting behind the governor. Remember?
Yes, you did. Shirtless.
Yeah, they're with Jeff
on a rocking chair.
In
a rocking chair on a porch.
The shirtless governor.
Yeah,
yep.
That's the Lieutenant Governor and Lieutenant Diane.
I got magic legs.
Looking at the AP top 25, Washington, previously not ranked, jumped into 24.
Mm-hmm.
My guys, with that loss to Texas in that trash game, where did Vanderbilt dropped down to 15, so they dropped 6 spots. Texas jumped up from 20 to 13 with that win that they didn't deserve.
What are you looking for? Which job you're going to take?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which job I want to leave this place for.
All right, you work on that. I'm going to let people know that when my daughter got home last night and she kind of did I'm hungry and I don't want to order because it's expensive, and just ask me to make you dinner. Just ask me. Just say, hey, Dad, Would you mind Iron Chefing me up a little dinner here?
I've noticed lately you've been doing the 3 meals again.
I like it.
I know. I know you don't.
I love
doesn't bother you.
I love the challenge.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing too. My secret weapon: the downstairs freezer is full of stuff from Omaha Steaks.
I know.
And everybody they forget about it. I'm like, do you have anything? I'm like, I might have a little something I could throw together. And she says, oh, surprise me. So I got one of the savory Omaha Steaks boneless center cut pork chops. And I made a little pan sauce. I cooked it in olive oil with some Italian seasonings and salt and pepper, and put a nice little char on the outside, a medium to medium rare in the middle, because with good pork you can do that. And then some butter at the end, and scraped, deglazed the pan, tiny bit of white wine, and just drizzled that over the top. She loved it. So having all the stuff from Omaha Steaks is great. And you can too, because Omaha Steaks is the official sponsor of tailgating. Whatever you want to throw on the grill. Legendary burgers, their mouth-watering famous steaks, deli-style Franks, those all-beef hot dogs are tremendous. Elevate your game day get-together, because Omaha Steaks has this down to both an art and a science, delivering you the world's best steak experience. Their legendary flavor is served in stadiums and homes across the country. You say, all right, well, what's the offer, Bernstein? Get to it. All right. $35 off at omahasteaks.com with the promo code Bernstein at checkout. Just my last name, Bernstein. omahasteaks.com gets you $35 off. Grass-fed, grain-finished, extra-aged, USDA certified tender steaks, burgers, and game day favorites. They've got brats. They've got Philly cheesesteaks. Omaha Steaks has been America's original butcher since 1917. It's a family-owned company, over 100 years of expertise in the meat industry. So make game day delicious with the official sponsor of tailgating. Visit Omaha Steaks and get $35 off right now with the promo code Bernstein, Bernstein, at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com. Promo code Bernstein at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. You ready for our game?
Yeah, I am ready for it. I'm so ready for it. I can tell you that right now.
Okay. I've been ready to play this game. Welcome to Good Dick, Bad Dick.
Pretty good one, right?
It sounds a little Top Gun denouement. It sounds like we just got back to the carrier. And
we're in the locker room?
No, not yet. It's
gently caressing your back.
It's gay, but it's not that gay yet. This is still the bro hug where it should be a big sloppy kiss.
All right, so we're still on the deck,
but,
and
yeah,
everyone's around.
Still on the deck, rakishly dressed. Hair is perfect. We've got the
you go to kiss me and then realize everyone's still there, and then you turn
right.
Yeah, okay.
That'll give it a few minutes.
All right.
To get back into the locker room before the fun stuff happens.
I hear you, but that's not this at all. This is actually the official theme song for Good Dick, Bad Dick.
Again, probably works both ways in this one. Hi, everybody. I'm Wink Martindale. I died recently, but not before becoming a fascist.
And calling ice on your family.
And everyone who works for my family. Yes.
Oh, boy.
Well, wait, what was that?
I don't know. It just
try that one. Whatever that was. That's better. That's jauntier.
You like this one better for Good Dick, Bad Dick? All right. I'll jot it down.
This is much better.
All right, well, welcome to America's favorite new game show, Good Dick, Bad Dick. Here's your host, Dan Bernstein.
Hey, how are you? Hey, everybody. Dick Vitale is back working at age 86, and we know that he has had now 4 battles with cancer. 4 surgeries, radiation, chemotherapy. And he came back before March Madness. He is going to call the opener between 6th-ranked Duke and Texas in an event that is named in his honor. So good for him. He's definitely gearing down his overall appearances, but he's going on 5 decades with ESPN, going back to when they started in 1979. And I'm full disclosure, I'm not a huge fan of his work. I'm a huge fan of him. He's a really, really, really good guy. And what he's done, in his heyday, he was responsible for coaches getting jobs. If he mentioned your name, you became a job candidate. All he had to do was say, "Oh, this assistant that we've got at the end of the bench." You know, I've got the personal connection that I have with him, having in 1990 when I won the Windex Dick Vitale sound-alike contest, and he was really, really cool with our college TV broadcast, Cable 13 at Duke Sports Center. He did promos for us. He'd come before the game like, "Hey, check out my guy, Dan Bernstein." I think I have a copy of it. I should bring it in because you got to see it. "My guy, Steve Goldberg, and if I had their hair, what a star I could be. Cable 13, Duke Sports Center, baby." And he was great. He was so nice. And he turned it on and off. "Hey, okay, no, tell me what you want. Of course, I'm happy to do it. Sure, free. Absolutely. Don't worry about it. It's my pleasure." Really, really a great dude, and I wish him the best. And he also, made the whole, goofy analyst, over-the-top, crazy thing. That way wasn't really done in quite the same way. The screaming and the fandom and all of that and the crowd surfing. He was a thing. He was a thing. And his basketball magazine that he put his name on for NBA and college every year, long pre-internet, was the gold standard for those publications. It was, when it came out, it was like a holiday. And beautiful color photos. And I remember the excitement of, after I got accepted early at Duke, cutting out pictures from that magazine of, it was like a Tommy Amaker and a Johnny Dawkins and a, the other one was Mark Allery, and putting them on the inside of my locker in high school. I didn't have anything on the inside of my locker, and that was the first time I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna sport this now. So that was in December of 90. No, not 80. When did I graduate? 87. Yeah,
you graduated
December.
in 87.
So it's December of
yes.
86.
Okay.
Does that sound right?
That you graduated in 87? Yes.
Did I get in December of 86? So I don't know. Something around
Yeah,
there.
because I graduated in 91.
Maybe it was January.
87.
It was January. I think it was January of 87 when we got the acceptances. I don't remember. It's been so damn long ago.
It's one-on-one with Lonick. Lonick stays. Almost stolen. They've got it. 2 seconds. Robinson at the buzzer. Yes! 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 Robinson at the buzzer. Nails it. Stanford stays unbeaten. It's a mob scene. An incredible ending. Childers ties it with a 3. And Robinson on the steal. Hits a runner at the buzzer. An incredible ending here in Palo Alto. Whoa, baby.
That was...
That was 2004.
Yes.
That was Stanford beating Arizona.
Yeah, and it's one of the highlights of his career, his calls, and he didn't do anything.
But he was there being him.
Yeah.
And when
moaning and yelling.
That was Matt Loddick.
Yes.
It was Nick Robinson. Matt Loddick knew Trier.
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
Yep.
Multi-sport star at New Trier. And yes, Salim Stoudemire was on that team. Okay. And that wasn't, see, to me, that doesn't feel long ago at all.
No.
Whoa, baby.
And it's loose. Page Johnson. Oh, they're dancing in the aisles. They're high-fiving. They're celebrating. They're going bananas on Franklin Street. Oh, North Carolina says, bring out all the big guys. We want Michigan State. We want teams like North Carolina says we want teams like Kentucky and Louisville.
There you go. There's your guy.
So congratulations for making
Get
your way
more of
back. Dickie V. And and somewhere you can find my performance in the Sound-Alike contest.
So did you get Windex as a prize?
You know this story.
I don't remember the story.
They promised $500 and a lifetime supply of Windex.
You never got it.
I got a check for $500 that I cashed immediately because this marketing company didn't seem all on the up and up.
And spent it on beer and mushrooms.
Probably, yes. And I never got the lifetime supply of Windex.
That's too bad because I like Windex. I'm a big fan.
I love it, and I hate buying off-brand stuff. I was supposed to get a lifetime supply. I'm mad every time and I mentioned that to Dick, and he was so apologetic. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm so sorry. Really? I can't believe that happened. And he was, is there anything I could do?
Get my damn Windex. That's what you can do.
Windex. But no, but the marketing company dissolved, and I think they were thrown in prison and murdered. I don't know.
Yeah, you were lucky to get the $500.
Yes.
Yeah.
Believe me.
So
and that to a college student in 1990.
Oh, that's like $1 million.
Thank you. I didn't know what to do. It was great. Now, so
all right,
that's
good Dick, bad Dick.
That's good Dick.
Good Dick.
Rest in piss to Dick Cheney.
Wow.
Dick Cheney is dead at 84. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen.
All right.
What's going to happen is you're going to get a lot because Dick Cheney late in life and because of what his daughter tried to do to warn people about what is now going on and what is actually unfolding across our country. Because Dick Cheney late in life drew a line at what was acceptable, veiled fascism and what is not, that people are going to say, well, Dick Cheney might have been a horrible human being, but, he respected the norms of the office. Yeah, this guy knew how to pull every single lever. He was probably certainly the most consequential vice president of my lifetime, and not in a good way, when it came to understanding the way the governmental machinery worked and what it did to get Alito on the court, to get Roberts on the court, to plant the seeds for everything that we're living through today. Not to mention he shot his friend in the face with a shotgun, which everybody sort of had fun with, the old bird hunting thing.
That was an accident.
Yeah, they both said it was an accident. It happens.
Yeah.
Vinny Del Negro. It happens. These things, it happens.
When it rains, it pours.
But most importantly, when based on nothing but lies and no evidence whatsoever, when he took this country into an avoidable illegal war, and I don't know how many people died. I don't know how many Americans died, how many Iraqis died, but his legacy will be pushing George W. Bush and the invasion of Iraq to exist based on disproven intelligence that Saddam Hussein had WMDs, which he never had. We know it was all a lie, and hundreds of thousands of people, I believe over 1 million people, died because of that. It's war crime. If that's not a war crime, there are no war crimes. So that would be the example. Bad Dick. And this has been Good Dick, Bad Dick. And today, Dan Bernstein's wardrobe has been provided by the Tulane University bookstore. But not for free. I had to pay for this. And it was expensive because I liked it.
That's a good one.
Riptide?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like him. But they don't have anybody walking around in this outfit.
It looks minor, like baseball minor league-ish, but I like it.
What's not to like? He's an angry wave. I don't know why he's angry. But somebody ever...
Wouldn't you be angry, too, if you were a wave on land?
No, hey, man, I'd be gnarly. I'd be chill. I'd be the dude if I were a wave.
I saw this story before we got started, and I just want to share it real quick because we talk about documentaries, and you still have to watch I Like Me. I won't talk about it until you watch it. I know. Okay, no. I watched it this weekend. Remember, because on Friday we talked about watching it over the weekend. I held up my end of that bargain.
I know. The weather was too good, and I went fishing.
You went fishing. I know. It's fine. But you'll watch it, and you'll enjoy it. We'll talk about that. But there was another one that Natalie and I watched on Netflix called The Perfect Neighbor.
Okay.
And I know you hadn't even heard of it, but it was about the shooting in Florida. Susan Lawrence, a 61-year-old white woman, was sentenced to 25 years in prison last year. She was convicted of manslaughter in the death of her neighbor, Aika Owens, a 35-year-old black woman. The shooting came after disagreements over Owens' children playing in a grassy area near the houses in Ocala.
I have heard of this somewhere. Okay.
Okay, so that's The Perfect Neighbor. And you can see this whole story played out in this documentary. So here's why it's back in the news now today. Susan Lawrence, again, 25 years in prison, sentenced to Princeton, okay. 25 years in prison. She is suing the 4 children of Aika Owens, the woman she shot dead, is suing her children for slander, libel, and defamation of character.
Don't you kind of lose the standing and the high ground on that when you've been convicted of the crime? Aren't you allowed to say bad things about somebody that murdered your mother?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
I didn't go to law school. I never played a lawyer on TV or a doctor. Although I have stayed at Holiday Inn Express in Bourbonnais several times.
Oh, with their specialty eggs.
Local specialty.
That's right, the local specialty. Hey, you had the eggs?
Hey, those Bourbonnais hens.
Mm-hmm. Special.
So she's suing Aika Owens' children for slander, libel, and defamation of character.
All right.
Like, that's too much. That's too, like, you shouldn't just be able to sue anybody you want.
How dare they say bad things about me? Well, what'd you do? Well, I killed their mother.
And
did you really? Yeah, they convicted me of it in court. I'm in jail now.
Yeah. Well, she's in Princeton, then going to prison after that's done.
It's a good plan.
If you watch the documentary too, Aika Owens went to this woman's front door to confront her on it because she actually took an iPad that one of the kids had and actually threw it and threw her roller skates at him. She's a nasty woman. She shot her through the door. It wasn't even as if they were in a face-to-face confrontation. And she was going after her and she pulled out a weapon to defend herself. She shot her through the door because she was knocking so violently, she was saying that the walls were shaking, and shot her through the door. And now she's suing that woman who she killed.
She shot and killed.
Her children, slander, libel, and defamation of character.
All right. Well, good luck with that suit. Yes. I don't think it's going to last very long.
We're talking about like money being wasted in this country on things.
Yeah, I think it'll probably get tossed. That has been Dan Bernstein Unfiltered. Don't forget to listen today to both Forward Progress, a Chicago Bears podcast. We got a lot of things we got to do with Bears and NFL. And we're going to be talking Bulls later today. I will tease you with the double Jason formation later this afternoon when we post Organizations Win Championships, a Chicago Bulls podcast. But that is going to do it for us on this one today on 312 Sports.
Dan Bernstein Unfiltered on 312 Sports.